Well, howdy. We're back. And the party may be alive, maybe not. But, welcome to TableTop NerdCast. This is Piercing the Crystal Veil. I'm Rick, your GM. And if you like what we're doing, it would be great if you could like and subscribe. But in the meantime, we'll just get started again.
I'm a halfling.
So, y'all are on your way to Mirabar, your own different ways. You have been going, you haven't come across a caravan, but you are about to get another level of exhaustion if you don't stop.
Sure, yeah, if I don't run into anything between night 1 and night 2, for sure I'll stop.
Okay, I mean, you run into a couple of things, but none of them are really what you're looking for or going and whatnot. So
sure.
Caravan's all going the opposite way.
You go to sleep. And guess what happens?
Finally.
Yes. Of course, not allowing Alexi to examine the crystal again, you missed out on all kinds of good stuff, but that's neither here nor there.
That's all right.
So that night you have a dream. You see a great bird giving you the finger. Oh, wait. Oh, that's not what it says. You see
a great bird giving you the finger.
You see a great...
Bird's giving you the bird.
A great bird's nest in the hand of a dragonborn. A falcon rests in it. You see people going into it. They then leave and head towards a mountain. You take your crystal and you toss it at the mountain. It penetrates deep. A crystal tree starts growing above the far side of the range. You make out its vague outlines as it grows immense. You try to focus on the tree, but a terrible storm wipes away your vision. You almost think that you could see a face that you recognized in the tree. But right as you were thinking it was coming into focus, it's gone. And you wake up and you are freezing. And you are just shivering. So, y'all are traveling along the road. Now, each of you roll me a 4-sided dice.
2.
2?
2.
4.
2.
3.
3.
4.
And 4. Okay. So, you two run into each other on the road.
Together again.
Isn't this exactly what you wanted, Greg?
Yes. You are traveling along, and you're walking. Would you have gotten a horse, or would you turn into a horse, or
Oh, I mean, during the kind of easier hours of the day, here's what I would probably do. I would do my 2 transformations, and then probably take a 4-hour trance, and then keep going, and just kind of do that cycle.
Okay, so, and you're going to transform into something that moves rapidly.
Yes.
Okay. So, a horse?
A shark.
Okay, so you are running along in the form of a horse, and there's a caravan going the other way. And they're pointing at you, and you can see they get out a rope and a lasso, and they're like, "Hey, that's a beautiful horse! Grab it!"
As they start swinging their lasso, I don't know if I want to change to a bear or back into myself. No, I turn back into myself and I just jog up. How's it going, gents?
What the heck was that?
And then I turn back into a horse and keep going.
Did you see that? Did you see that?
Yeah, I did see that. Alright, I need another nip of that stuff there you got there, buddy.
Okay. And so you go running by, and eventually you see a little halfling riding a pony.
No, it's a goat.
It's a goat.
I want it to be. No, I seriously want this to be a fainting goat. Just because every time, what's going to stop him dead in his tracks is that you're going to see a halfling riding down the road. All of a sudden, ha! And this process keeps repeating about every 50 yards.
If anything, I ride by and make it faint.
Okay.
And then I stop and transform and turn around. You all right?
Maybe?
No, you don't know him.
Can we make some kind of
roll?
roll?
I don't remember that.
You don't remember the
Can we
name.
make some kind of roll? Because the 2 of us were the only 2 that exchanged names.
Yeah.
I understand that.
At any point in time.
Don't know.
Okay. So I think because you said there's like a thing in the back of my mind, so I think that makes me stop.
That was
Okay.
that was
Roll-
kind of where
both
I would
of you
be
roll,
at too.
Okay, fair enough. Roll me a percentage. Each of you roll me a wisdom check.
Percentage or wisdom check?
A wisdom check.
Okay.
Yeah, not a percentage. A wisdom check.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a.
That would be a 4.
A 4? Okay.
I got a 24.
You think you know him.
Would I know? Do I know?
You have no clue
Have
why.
any intuition what name I would say?
Nothing.
No? Okay. So I do. I stop.
It's
and I say,
deja vu on. Just I did that.
Little
All over again.
half guy. You're. I'm sorry. I've been living in the wild so long. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm having fun.
I walk over and I help him up and I look at the goat. Did I kill him?
No, he'll get up in a second.
All right.
About on cue, that goat should get up.
Roll me a death saving throw for the goat.
12.
12?
Oh, what? No.
As soon as he turns into a horse, the goat collapses again.
I'm going to be traveling this way for some time, and I've kind of had my thoughts to myself for the last day or so. You, care to slow down and join me while I walk?
Oh no, I'd be happy to.
You won't have to slow down that
Just-
much. A goat carrying a halfling.
Right.
I'm on
I
my
can't
way to
transform anymore, though.
I'm on my way to Mirabar.
Mirabar?
Yes. You?
Yeah, same.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess we can be, company. I'll keep you company the entire way if you can deal with a halfling running around all the time. But no, just don't worry about me. I may stop and yell at my goat a couple times, but
Things will probably get more annoyed at you than they are to me, so sure. Name's Nevi.
it's Cade.
Nice to meet you, Cade.
Okay, so y'all continue your journey. You travel with
I
a...
hold, as the screen fades to black, I hold my crystal in front of him. Give you a gold piece to lick this.
And he licks it, yeah.
So,
Fake book.
Exactly.
so y'all are all traveling, and this is basically what y'all will all see as you travel a couple of days. You end up hooking up with a caravan too, not the same caravan that you manage to talk your way onto riding. You're tired of
Absolutely.
walking.
Oh yeah, no, I'm in a wagon somewhere, yeah, being just lazy as can be,
Yes.
napping most of the ride.
Yep, laying in a.
You've offered your services
petting
as
my
a
crystal,
healer.
right?
That's right. I'm a cleric of the cat god,
Right.
and I'm on a mission.
I think you forgot that I'm a cleric of the.
If you have a mouse problem, I can probably.
Right.
Is there anything I can say to help?
If they're undead mice, I can get them to go away. If they're real mice, I'm...
Ew. I'm not a mouser.
I'm not a mouser.
So you travel on a long road for a few days. The mountain's getting closer and closer. You finally crest a hill, and there it is at the base of the spine of the world. You see the walls of Mirabar, with the white-capped mountains looming up behind. 2 rivers flow out of the mountains, intersecting here before they flow onto the Sea of Swords to the west. Much of the mountain's wealth flows through here. As you approach the gates, you see 2 giant dwarven hammers made of garnet stones on either side of the massive gates. You see humans and a few dwarves guard the gates and man the walls. You can tell that it is well defended. Each of you can give me a history check.
13.
Okay.
12.
Surprisingly, 16.
16. All right.
One of the ones I have the best one in, and I rolled a 1.
Okay.
I was like, I hope the wizard gets a low int roll.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, the only person that knows anything is the halfling.
And I rolled my dump stat.
Dang.
So, on the course of your ride, you ended up, riding with someone for a little while before they decided to leave you behind because you were traveling way too slow. And they were from Mirabar. And you told them you were going there, and they talked to you a little bit, and they told you that the city's very wealthy.
I felt very left out
And-
in this conversation.
And it's, well, this was before we met up with
Oh,
you.
okay.
And that humans live up top, and that the dwarves they have their own city beneath. But it's the dwarves that really have the major influence in the city, and they're wealthy, but they hide it. So you will see, says when you get there, you'll see, you can see the wealth, but they are very, discerning about their displays. And they're very smart because they put most of their money into, it's function versus, fluff. And most of the things they do, very dwarf-like, is function. So, and so that's basically what you know about the city. So, as you each have moved in, everybody roll me a 6-sided die.
5.
2, 5, 5.
1.
1. All right. Well, I'm gonna, since you two are together, okay, we're gonna go with the half, so it's 2.5. So you get there first.
Okay.
Okay, and you move into the city, and you can immediately tell there's a strong influence of dwarves, and well, you might not be able to tell because you don't really care that much about all that stuff.
I do know that I had a dream about a dwarven house.
Yes, and you see a lot of dwarves, and you see humans, and
And
you
the
actually see
dragonborns.
a few. You actually see a couple dragonborn, and when you see the dragonborn, they look like soldiers. And they're wearing blue and silver with the sigil of a red and silver dragon facing each other. They kind of seem out of place with everybody else. And you immediately decide to find an inn because you're famished.
I went through my cream supply.
Yes, very quickly. You were trying to save it, but sometimes the best laid plans. And so you are asking around, and they tell you you can see there's a lot of jewelers and smithies predominantly, but they tell you that there's some inns down the way, and there's really 3 main ones that are the best that they would recommend. One is called the Watergate Inn. It's very posh, very posh. Of course, you think about your little purse there and realize that's probably it.
Not going to happen.
It overlooks the river. There's Mountains Retreat. It's really nice, has live entertainment. And then there's the Falcon's Roost.
Falcon. Over there.
It also, it's good food. It's owned by a dwarf. But there's a large blonde woman that runs it named Bedalia. So, you walk into the Falcon's Roost.
I'll go up to the bar and order a saucer of cream.
Well, isn't that the strangest sight? We haven't seen a Tabaxi around here in some time. What are you doing here, my dear?
I'm on a pilgrimage.
A pilgrimage
Yes.
to Mirabar?
Yes.
What would a Tabaxi be doing here in Mirabar?
I was sent here by a dream.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's rather unusual.
I agree.
We're great to have you here. What kind of dream did you have?
Just a dream that sent me here. I don't know. I'll just have to see where it takes me.
Well, we're glad to have you here at the Falcon's Roost. Be 1 silver a night, and we got great food. We've got fresh rainbow trout that
Ooh.
maybe you might be interested in. Came out of the river this morning.
My tail swishes.
We'll fix you up with some of that.
Smacks a
Thank
wizard
you.
next to her.
So you're sitting there talking with her, and she's very friendly, and she's very inquisitive about where you can ask about the chapel and all that, and you tell her you overlooking the Sword Mountains and the Neverwinter Woods, and oh yeah, nice down there. So. And you look around the room and you notice there's a pair of halflings that are sitting over at a table eating, and you see mostly humans and dwarves, and then you hear this cackling coming from the door, and you look over and you see a big half elf right? Half elf.
I'm a wood elf.
A wood elf,
Wood
a large wood elf, come walking in with a halfling, and
Well, if that don't beat all.
they seem like Mutt and Jeff. You don't know where that came from, but
So, out of curiosity, the Dragonborns, are they any particular color? Or are they all different colors?
all
Just
different
kind of a
colors.
mix?
Yeah, the pair you saw would have been a blue and a copper, which that seems unusual because metallic and chromatic. And you don't see any Dragonborn in here. Okay, and so y'all come walking in. And you see a Tabaxi sitting at the bar talking to a large blonde woman. And you see a couple of halflings sitting over in the corner, and there's some dwarves and some humans.
Well, first off, Cade is going to go to the bar and do everything he can from the bottom of the bar, jumping up and down to try and get the bartender's attention, because he really wants an ale.
I go up to the bar and say, "Can I get a mead, an ale, and one of those bread bowls full of mushroom sauce?"
A bread bowl full of mushroom sauce?
Yeah. Maybe
Is that on the menu? Did someone add that to the menu?
Maybe call it mushroom
Rothschild!
soup. Do you have a menu here? I thought you just kind of did bar stuff.
Well, we kind of do bar stuff, but we do have a menu. What kind of place do you think this is?
Pretzels!
There's a bar. You got pretzels, I guess?
We're an inn. We're fine. We're proud of our food here,
Well,
serving here. You got a little
Nothing
friend
to
down there?
He sees this little hand reach up. Salted pork! Salted pork!
Salted pork.
Fine. He wants salted pork, and if you could just give me like a salad.
We got some salted
Or
pork.
just like cut up vegetables. I'm fine with whatever. I just thought you guys were good enough to have mushroom soup, but fine if you don't.
Cut up vegetables.
Yeah, like a salad.
Well, we don't really do much of the vegetable thing around here. We got some roast elk come out of the mountains.
I don't really
We got
do the
rainbow
whole.
trout, which
I
is
don't really do the
delicious.
whole-
Taters!
Thing.
Give him taters!
We got potatoes.
If you got potatoes out
we
there.
got some good
Just give me a
potatoes.
big
roasted
stack of-
potatoes.
No, I
Would you
just
like
want-
roasted potatoes, baked potatoes, fried potatoes, sliced potatoes,
How-
curried potatoes?
How
what kind
big a
of
bowl?
potatoes you want?
How big a bowl do you
Shrimp
have?
gumbo.
Right?
How big a bowl?
Yeah.
Well, all right. Is that what your question is? Bring her out.
Okay.
You want the triple taters surprise? Okay.
No. I just want a big bowl of raw potatoes.
Raw.
You don't even have to clean them. I'm fine with whatever.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow. And what do you want? What you want down there, little
I
fella?
already told you, salted
He
pork
wants
and
salted
ale.
pork and ale.
All
and
right.
I think he wants some cooked potatoes.
I see. Cooked potatoes.
And the ale needs to be the size of me.
We got. we serve Raggard's House Ale. Oh, it's good stuff, made by the dwarves down below. So yeah, we'll get you fixed up with some of those. And as you look around, and one thing you would notice too, when you look around, she starts, fixing you up, and y'all gonna go get a table?
Yeah, I wanted
Sit down
a
at
mead.
the
Do
table?
they have mead?
They have meat.
It seemed like they didn't have anything I wanted.
They do. Yes. No, they have meat. And so you sit down at the table, and you notice, and then shortly.
I would have said hi to the Tabaxi as well.
Okay.
Because
Hi.
it seems like, Tabaxi Cat God probably has something to do with the nature a little bit,
Yeah.
and I would appreciate that. So it's good to see one of your kind over here. What temple are you from?
The one in Faerun.
Excellent. Well, we'll have an open seat if you're alone.
Oh, well,
You're
thank
welcome
you.
to join us.
I appreciate that.
And each of you roll me a wisdom. Check.
19.
Okay.
Ooh, 19 on the die.
Okay.
That's going to be a
That would
plus
be
3.
19.
A 19. Ooh.
Wow.
You all seem.
And now I click for you
familiar.
too.
Wait
No.
a minute.
No, you don't click for him. You click for her. She seems familiar for some reason.
Did you step on my head?
See, does a lot of people step on your head? That's a real strange question to ask.
I don't think I did.
Okay.
Kind of.
So, having no understanding of personal space.
as he is wont to do.
He punches her in the kneecap.
No.
Who
No.
did IQ on? Just to know how I
No,
should
him,
react.
both.
Both of
Actually,
them.
I should roll. Yeah, we should roll separate because they roll
Okay.
separate. So roll for him too.
Okay.
So
3.
You don't
Cade?
recognize him, but you recognize him.
But I
You
recognize
don't
her.
recognize.
Well, it's
You recognize
plus 3,
her
so
and
6.
him. No.
so Cade has this
And not recognize, but just
They look familiar.
Yeah.
He
saw
has
him at a
this
mall
something.
or
he
at
has
a
this
fair or something.
uncanny feeling that instead of looking up at her to identify her, he is looking down at her feet. It's just an uncanny feeling. Now, he's a halfling, so he's going to be down close to the ground anyway, and it's like,
I feel a little self-conscious and I retract my claws.
He makes a lot of people self-conscious.
Yeah.
And while this is going on, a wizard.
I
Walk
guess
down
the
road.
best inn is closed or something like that, or all the
No,
rooms.
the
Well,
Falcon drew
the
you to
Falcon's Roost. You were named. You could go to the best, but one of the you
One of
have.
the things in the dream was the Falcon.
Ah, well, okay.
Right.
Okay.
Mountain falcon nest,
Yeah,
etc.
yeah.
So, but if you're Percy, you'll go to the Mountains Retreat. You know.
no, if you're
The
Percy, you're
Watergate
knocking
Inn.
on the dwarven doors.
No, Dragonborn. The Dragonborn was holding my nest, right?
Yes. Okay, so you had the Watergate Inn, very expensive, but they didn't give you a ton of money. So. And
Well, I'm also a noble, so I can kind of. I've also.
Oh, you are noble.
Yeah.
Okay, so you might choose to stay at the Watergate Inn.
And that would be natural for my character, of
There
course.
you go. Okay, and then you had the Mountains Retreat, and then you had the Falcon's Roost.
So, what's your second character that's out Falcon's Roost doing?
Now, unless there's something that tells me that I should try the Falcon's Roost.
It was your dream.
It was your dream.
Yeah.
That's what drew me. There was a Falcon prominent in
But
my
he
dream.
may stay at the Watergate
Yeah.
Watergate, and he might investigate the Falcon's Roost.
Maybe.
That's a fair statement.
You know.
Yeah.
Because you see a nest in its branches, a falcon roosts in it. That was part of your dream.
Well, that probably if it was like the imagery out of the dream, it would probably be like walking past it, going towards the other one, going,
Wait a second.
"I'm going in here."
Okay, so you go walking in the door. Roll me 3 wisdom checks, and each of you roll me a wisdom check.
17.
17. Okay.
15.
15.
23.
23.
Ooh.
Okay, and I've got
Tell me
plus
who's for
plus
what
1
you
on
got.
wisdom, so 13,
Okay.
5,
Okay.
and 14.
Okay.
Nobody
You don't
knows
recognize any of them.
Okay.
All of you, he looks familiar when he walks in the door. Something about him looks familiar. Okay, but you don't notice any of them, and you just walk in, and the scene that you see is you see a tabaxi, wild elf, and a halfling sitting around a table. She's eating some fish, and he's eating a big bowl of potatoes, and he's eating
Raw, dirty
some
potatoes.
Salted
pork, and he's got this huge thing of ale. She's got some cream. They actually have some dwarven, some Irish cream. So,
High quality.
yes.
Sleep good tonight.
And they do have they don't have catnip. And and you would
But I
see
do.
a tall blonde woman working at the
You
bar.
would.
There's dwarves and humans. You see 2 halflings, and I'm going to go ahead and describe the halflings are not like any halflings you've ever seen before. And they're sitting off by themselves. They're also eating fish, and each of them has a large tankard of ale. Seems familiar. But they're covered in tattoos. Their heads are shaved except for a short ponytail at the back, and it's bound with a copper wire and a pair of crystal horse heads. They also are adorned with many crystal piercings. The tattoos are very artistic, but you can notice that there seem to be a mix of horses and birds and canines also in their mix of tattoos, and they have a bunch of them. You can each roll me a DC 15 if you're really interested. If you don't think your character will be really interested,
Oh, I'd definitely be interested
The
because I'd
crys-
already be walking over there at some
The
point.
crystals
Kinda
would
figured
set
that.
me off. Oh, yeah. 17, so
17.
I got the 15.
Okay.
Natural 1.
Natural 1. Okay.
I'm not interested.
You're
I
not
thought I would
interested.
be.
Yeah,
Is this a
if I was,
skill
I'm
check?
not.
Okay.
Is it a skill
Did
check
you
of any
also get
tank?
that
Of any
one?
No,
sort,
I
or
got
just a
5.
straight up?
It's a
Oh,
well.
yeah.
It would be a investigate skill check. Yeah.
Oh, then I would really pass it.
16.
16. Okay. Both of you notice that the tattoos, some of them are very repetitive. Okay, so it almost makes you think that there's more than just tattoos, and that maybe there might be some type of runes even. Okay. Y'all also notice there's a human sitting at a table, and he's wearing furs, like blankets, and they're all wrapped around him, and he's just sitting there huddled at the table, just shivering, and his hands are cupped lovingly around a large steaming bowl of mead. And he's sitting there just sipping at it, just,
Does he look cold, or is it old and frail?
No,
like
he
weak,
looks
shaky?
young and hearty and healthy, but he
cold.
looks like he's cold. Like the cold, he just can't seem to get it out of him. And he looks kind of haggard, and he seems to be telling a story, and the humans and dwarves that are sitting around him are all bent in listening to him, but he's not speaking really loudly. He's not like he's drunk and just bellowing and he seems to be talking to them and telling some type of story. And so anyway, you've walked in and you've scanned the place, and that's what you see.
Are the two halflings, are they eating or?
They're eating.
Okay, not gonna bother them during their meal, and I'm going to look at the menu myself and pick the most expensive item on there and some wine.
Yes.
I'm a noble. I have to do these things.
Fine wizard. Greetings. Welcome to my place.
Thank you.
What can I get you?
Whatever. Let me have the steak there, and
We have some roast elk just come out of the mountains. I think that maybe you.
that would be very good.
Oh, it's delicious.
Rare, please, and do you have any rosé?
Rosé. We got a red wine. Yeah, we do
Good.
have something that should suit you just fine.
That would be perfect. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So she, just find yourself a spot to sit down, and we're all friendly folk here. Of course, we don't see people of your finery always coming in here. We're glad you joined us today. So
Basically, I find a table where I can kind of watch everybody.
pretty much, there's going to be someone at every one of the tables, and probably one of the tables that is the least crowded is the one that has the elf and the dwarf, the elf and the tabaxi and the halfling. Other than the table that has the two
And they're all
halflings.
looking at you going,
Yeah, well, if everyone's staring at me,
yeah, because you look familiar, so we're all like trying to figure out how we know you. Like,
I'll go sit with them then.
Okay, and the only other two would be the halflings, and no one's sitting by them.
And it's
kinda
obvious,
odd.
kind of obvious they want to be by themselves.
Not for long, no.
Okay.
So, as he's walking up, I take my taggart and just walk off over towards the halflings
Okay.
and introduce myself with a massive belch. Hi, brothers.
specious.
What do you want, sir?
Bro, I'm trying to say hi to my own kind here.
Yeah. We're eating.
You
I'm
don't
gonna-
seem like a very happy halfling.
What do you mean we're not happy?
I'm going to walk up behind him, and
Okay.
the one that's talking right now, I'm going to cast Charm Person on him.
You're seriously going to cast a spell on him?
Why not?
I don't know. I can think of all kinds of reasons why not.
He
but-
doesn't know that I'm casting
This
it while I'm
fish
casting
is
it.
real
If you
good.
not until after.
Right. If it fails.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
when it's over,
It's not a negative
This
spell.
is totally unexpected. No, you just walk up to some random person and
I'm
cast
not
charm
like,
person on them.
boogity boogity.
No,
Hey,
I know.
friend.
No, but when you cast a charm person,
Sure. It doesn't say that they know it.
They-
At the end of
At
it.
the end
At
of
the
the
end of the
spell,
spell, they know
yes,
that
So
they were
you
charmed.
just-
Right.
this.
Welcome to
and I
rewriting
just
your
sat
entire
down at your
campaign.
table.
Okay.
How'd it
Oh
do?
well, that was fun, guys.
Well-
Yeah.
He whips out a crystal dagger and spins around, jumps up on the table, and holds it at your throat. And he is, boom, like that. What the heck is wrong with you?
He passed a wisdom save? Okay. Just making sure.
And I will give you an
wait.
opportunity to roll a wisdom. Yeah, I'll give you a shot. Roll me a wisdom.
That'll be a 12.
12. Okay. And he's sitting there with a dagger. What did you do that for?
Well, I was trying to make you more likely to talk to us.
Why would you come in a... Why would you come into a place like this and do something like that? Talk onto somebody you never met, cast a spell.
Because you're a strange person. And
So you do this to all your people? You are going to die very quickly and horribly.
I do it to most people, yeah. I'm not very good at
That's
talking
the only way
with
you can
people.
make friends?
I don't have any friends.
Is that what he did to you? You too? You are lucky I don't slit your throat right here.
No, hold on.
It would be real awesome for you to try it.
Oh, yeah, you think you big,
Okay.
big little man.
I saw
Are
the
you friends,
tattoos and I
okay?
had to ask.
They
Is
seem
he a
little
friend of yours?
We were traveling compartments.
Not
the
sure.
Padres.
Brief acquaintance,
Not really friends,
really.
but I feel like I know him.
He laughed at me as
Me
I made
too.
my goat feint.
I have no
Have
idea
we
what
met
you are
before?
talking about. Your
No.
goat faint.
I ride a goat.
Oh my
we have.
God, these people
don't
that
think so.
fail run, what is
He said
wrong
yes,
with
but-
them?
Let me think about it.
And
I'm
you
sure
also
I'll remember.
notice that he speaks
come
the
to
language,
Waterdeep
but
often?
it's like he's,
Broken.
yeah, it's not
Not really.
totally broken, but he doesn't quite, but you
Well,
understand him.
Do run a lot of
What is
diplomatic
wrong, you
missions, and
people? In Faerun, this is such a strange place.
Where did you get that crystal
If you
from?
deal with nobility, you
I
might
would,
easily
I
have
would
seen me.
suggest
Not
that the two
really.
of you
Man, acolyte
Go
of the
mind
Stack-
your
the
own
Cat
business
Lord
and
said.
And I
us here
pull
to
out
eat.
mine and hold it up.
Deal much with judges.
Hmm.
That is nice little piece.
Let me think. Of it.
Pretty. Good for you. So, would you please leave us in peace before your friend gets you in more trouble?
I don't know why he's in trouble.
I just
He's
said
a
hi.
friend of yours, and you go
Brief
around.
acquaintance, really.
Yeah, well, you better pick better traveling companions and go ride your goat. They look at each other and they snicker. Goat. He rides a goat. Okay. Can
You know what,
leave us in
brother? I
peace?
can do anything you can do.
And, Bedelia, what is going?
That
going
is
on
going
over
on
here?
here.
All these accents are gonna kill me.
Fabulous wisdom we are having today.
What is going on over here? What is wrong with you? What happened? Why are you bothering my customers?
Well,
Don't you
that's
see they
kinda
wish to be
what I
left in
do.
peace? What happened? He cast a spell on us. You cast a spell on one of my patrons in my establishment?
Well, yeah.
Why would you do such a thing?
I didn't know it was against any kind of rules or regulations. I didn't do a bad spell.
I would
Where,
like- I would like-
where in your mind would
Oh, God,
you
what?
think
Oh,
that
Jesus
casting
Christ.
a
Oh,
spell
God.
on anybody?
I would like to cast prestidigitation at this point, while they're engaged in a conversation.
At which point, I turn my back to the entire thing and pretend like I don't know them, never
So
met them.
I would like to create, as per
It
the
was a
spell
great
card,
day.
a puff of wind with an odd odor.
Jesus Christ.
And a noise.
Okay.
No noise.
No noise.
What is that smell?
Ooh,
Oh.
Winter smelt and dealt it, I think.
Look, would you leave my guests alone?
Oh
And I will give you this one warning, but if you start casting spells in here,
By the way, it
I'm
lasts for an
afraid.
hour.
No spells.
At their table.
You're telling me no magic?
here you have an opportunity to make friends, and this is what you do.
I'm making friends. I'm taking the attention off of him and changing their mind into something else. They have to focus on something else.
No, I'm not talking
Oh,
about
wow.
that.
You're telling me no magic?
That's what I'm
At
saying.
all?
I don't normally have to tell these to people. That you
Well,
don't
yeah,
cast
'cause it's not-
spells
I'm
on
just-
people you don't know.
Well,
In what
I do.
in what area do you even think that would be a good idea?
Everywhere.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm amazed you're still alive.
Me too.
Yes.
It's not from
This is going to be a short campaign.
it's
for
not
you,
from
isn't
a
it?
lack of the world trying, and I pull up my sleeve and show like the blue scar down my arm.
That's an ugly thing.
Yeah, it is. So you see, I'm kind of hesitant to just try to up and make friends, and I don't even like being in this stupid city. I'm gonna go eat my potatoes.
That's a good idea.
I'm gonna look back at the halflings and I'm just gonna say, you know what? I'll bother you around, but I just was curious about the tattoos because I haven't seen them before. Where are you from? Barkeeper, can I get them around?
I wish you would please leave us in peace. You know, we thought we might be able to warm up to you for a brief second, but you have shown what kind of company you keep, and just please leave us in peace. So that horrible aroma, we may have to change tables. So,
I'm turning her head back over to the table.
so is anybody else?
I was going to talk to them, but
They don't seem in a good mood.
no,
anymore.
they don't.
So we insulted him, farted on him, and walked away.
Cast
Got
a
it.
spell on them.
Now you kicked the camera this
Yeah, I
time.
So, okay. So, is there anything else y'all would like to do? Anybody else you wish to?
Eavesdrop on the other guy, I guess.
Okay,
What
so
else
while
do
they're
I
over
have?
there doing that, you hear whispering, and you're just curiosity. It's like,
Yeah.
ooh,
Curiosity.
what is
killed the
going
cat.
on? And so you start really perking up your feline ears and twitch and focus in on the conversation, and you're not that far away. We thought we were home free. We knew we were close to the edge of the storm. Then out of nowhere, a pair of monstrous white bugs rose from the snow, steam rising off of them. They had long white and blue bodies with tons of legs. I heard the scream as I turned and watched one swallow the guard whole. They cut through the guards like butter. I saw one guard hit one only to see his clothes burst into flames from the heat it radiated. They were killing everything. Luckily, they attacked the rear of the caravan. I was lucky enough to be on the lead cart. I didn't have to tell my horses to run. It was everything I could to control them. They just took off. It was utter chaos behind me. I drove them, almost killing them. 2 wagons and 6 of us are all that made it back. I only needed one more run to get my compensation, but I don't think I can take another one. And he takes another long draft, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, that's horrible. What were they?" I said, "I don't know. We hadn't seen them before. Oh, I've made the trip 4 times, and you know, we've had problems, but we've made it through."
What would I need to roll to identify those and just chirp up from across the room? It's a Remores or whatever. I think it's Remores, right?
Remorize.
Remorize.
Roll me a monster knowledge. Give me an invest. I'll just give me investigate or history. No, do history. Sorry. Either way.
Mind. Don't worry about it.
He shorted his brain out.
Can I give him guidance? Wouldn't help.
Guidance isn't going to help me
Okay.
at this point.
I know what those. I forgot what words are.
Oh my God! So you've done the caravan trip into Melanor 4 times?
That's the second
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, we've been lucky. I went with the dwarves. I should have gone with the dragonborn. But we went with the dwarves. You know, it was easier to get on. They take anybody.
Railroady. Okay, convinced.
So,
Hey, charisma boy, your job is to get us with the Dragonborn.
Well, I was going to, but then you came over and interfered with where I
Those
was
were
at.
halflings, not Dragonborn.
Well, yes, but they were interesting halflings.
All right.
so
So they left me in position where I had to fart and walk away.
Whenever y'all come back and sit down, I'll let you know what I overheard from the shivering guy.
okay. So she shares that information.
I think I just drooled through that whole conversation, or I was just too intent on my elk steak and my wine or something. I don't know.
Oh, you just don't remember what it is exactly that.
I rolled a 1 again. The one skill that I'm good at, you know.
Of course.
I've got a +5 to investigate. Nope.
No.
That's
no,
always
no.
the way it works.
Uh-huh.
So,
Who are you?
I think probably
I don't
He's
know.
a friend of mine.
Keep looking down at her
You
feet.
seem kind of familiar. I probably haven't met you, but maybe I've seen you.
That's what I told
Do
him.
you travel Neverwinter ever?
I travel all over the place.
Yeah, I've probably seen you at some
I'm a
point.
noble and a diplomat.
Well, I don't really care about that. My name's Nevi. If you're going to sit at my table, you might as well know who I am.
Dresdenova Ramathea.
Can I
Meow.
just call you Desi?
They think I'm just meowing because I'm a
You
cat.
must.
I'll try to remember Dresdenova, but I probably won't.
Meow.
Okay.
From down below the table. Cade!
It sounds like the cat's trying to talk. Do you want to tell me your name? Is that
My name
what's
is
going?
Meow.
Oh, I'm so sorry. You see, I'm not used to seeing very many Tabaxi.
And
I'm
you're
embarrassed.
It's okay.
Yes, I'm Cade. I'm just here and happy today.
Would everyone like a glass of wine?
No,
Beer?
mead,
Cream?
which I guess is kind of wine.
I motion the waitress over and get them whatever they want.
Thank you.
Tag?
Another trout?
Second keg.
Very good. And
Not
will y'all
two
be joining
kegs.
us? Are y'all staying the night? Do we need to make sure we have rooms prepared?
Ooh,
Is there
you
a
know.
Temple of the Cat Lord here?
No, we don't. I'm afraid
I'll
not.
probably
just-
need a room. Y'all want to share one?
Can I just
Split the cost?
get us a top floor?
Yes.
Ooh, top floor.
I
Look
don't
at
like
you.
I don't like hearing people walk on top of me all night.
Oh, the damn stairs.
I swear they're bowling up there. I don't know.
So, And
Unless
you-
they mention something to me about noticing and recognizing me, I'm not staying here.
I did. I said
I
you
did.
look familiar.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. No, I know you did,
Yeah.
but with a second and a third possibly, then I'm going to.
Maybe I should stay here.
so
Do you
I
have any-
think that's
So I get the attic, right?
You get- We're the
A crawl space. And
actually,
I'm fine with that.
since you mentioned that, you want to leave. We do have some raccoons in the attic. Maybe you could take care of.
Really not that kind
Now-
of Tabaxi.
No.
Hang on.
That
Are
sounds
they-
like a level
are they
1 quest.
undead?
Do we,
Are
Do
they
we get to
undead? Because
stay
I could
here
do turn
free?
undead, but
if we take care of your pests, do we get to stay here free for a night?
I could cut it in half.
Half a silver?
Yeah, be 5 copper.
They'll take care of your pest. I'll just have your fine.
Well, we'll just pay you 1 silver. I don't really care about half a silver.
Oh,
You can keep your raccoons and my silver. That's fine.
okay. So, y'all are going
Do you
to.
have a dumbwaiter so I don't have to ride the stairs?
I think that would be very appropriate, sir.
At this point in time, I'm already climbing in whatever dumbwaiter's behind this guy.
Okay.
You see nothing but half-elf butt.
Actually, since the
Halfling
kitchen,
butt.
they don't serve up in the rooms, and the kitchen's on this floor, I don't think they have a dumbwaiter.
Yeah, well,
Hey, you can throw a rope down from the outside.
might take it.
They can hire him as the dumbwaiter.
that's what I was saying. Yeah,
So,
we'll just tie
I
it to his
think
back.
that I think this is where we will end our session. They finally made it to Mirabar,
Yay!
and they managed to
Insult.
insult some people that maybe they shouldn't have done. They shouldn't have insulted. We'll see where that goes. But
I did specifically say I don't like urban settings.
I know, but anyway, it'll be interesting the discussion we have.
Next round.
Yeah, well, after the session is closed.
Yeah.
So, we appreciate you joining us. We hope you had a good time, and we will see you next time on Piercing the Crystal Veil and the Tabletop Nerdcast. And good night.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Keep on adventuring.